Good afternoon. Welcome to Current Affairs. So, with respect to ease of doing business, India's ranking is improving further and further. So, this is a wonderful sign. Last year, our rank was 130th, and this time it has been jumped by 30 ranks, and India, for the first time, has achieved the 100th position. And hopefully it shows that the rules and regulations, the criteria are becoming very flexible, and doing business is becoming much easier. So with respect to India, and hopefully the prime minister is expecting, and various economists also expecting, that very soon India is going to be in top 50, and there will be no surprise if India is moving further ahead also. So this is the most important aspect with respect to this doing the ease of doing business. So the criteria is that 10 points are there, and out of these 10 points, India is moving ahead with the 8 points. And look at this, China, which was ranked at the 78th position last year, this year also it has been ranked at the 70th position. And always we say that we are competing with China. So from 130, so we came to 100 now. So we are closing down. So we are narrowing the gap between India and China. And of course, Indian government has to do a lot for promoting this. And at number one position, you have New Zealand. And whereas in the last position, you have a country called Somalia. Total 190 countries have been taken into consideration. At the top position, at the first position, you have New Zealand, followed by Singapore. China is at 78th position. India is at 100th position, and Somalia is at the last position. In the similar manner, please remember another important point, that with respect to states, right, at the world level, we have seen. So with respect to states, at the topmost level, it is Telangana state. So Telangana state has been ranked at number one position. So that shows the flexibility of the government in Telangana. And that is the reason why so many companies are coming forward to start their industries in Telangana region. And with respect to your state examination, kindly remember, if you are writing any state level examination, what is the rank of your state? That is important. Maybe a question in examination, or it may be a question during your interview, right? You have to remember Telangana, which is at the number one position, plus rank of your state also you have to remember. And at the international level, so which is the country at the topmost position, and where is India ranked, and which country is at the last position, and what is the criteria, that I am going to show it to you now. But before that one, one important aspect with respect to civil service examination. So there is a person by name Sarif Karim, and this person is an IPS officer who is still under probation, posted as ASP in Tamil Nadu, and he wants to become an IAS. For this reason, so he started writing the examination. But very unfortunate to say, the person who already got selected to IPS, latest news is that when he was selected, he got very high score in ethics paper 2. So we can understand, we can assume that this person has understood the concepts of ethics very thoroughly. But very unfortunate to say, last Saturday when examination was happening, he was caught in one of the examination centers in Chennai, and he was using technology. He was using Bluetooth, and he was being assisted by his wife, who is sitting in one of the institutions in Hyderabad. So the mechanism is that the paper will be copied, and that will be uploaded in the Google Drive, it seems. So from there, so these people sitting in Hyderabad or anywhere, they can have a look at this, and they can start dictating the answers. So when it comes to the technology has to be used for these effective mechanisms. But this is the problem with the technology also. The people who are considered to be so smart, they will try to use this technology for a fraudulent activities. So this is the live example what exactly is happening. And there's no doubt that society has lots of respect towards IAS and IPS. And if these people are ethical, then obviously the nation will surge forward. But this is one example, like where certain people like Mr. Karim, so because of this fraudulent activities, so these people will bring down the image of IPS, unfortunately. Because he was caught, the news has come out. Otherwise, what would have happened? Tricks may be many, and whatever he was thinking, that's completely different. But involving in such type of activities will demoralize the people who are preparing for this examination. Otherwise, we have lots of belief in UPSC, which is considered to be completely an organization with integrity. It will not accept such type of fraudulent activities. Had it been any other examination, maybe he could have managed. That's a different thing. Because the news is that this person himself has dictated answers to his sister when she was writing ISRO examination. That is also under investigation. And the people so who supported him and the people who involved here, so they all have been booked and they all have been arrested. So, but such type of fraudulent activities are not at all expected, especially for the people who are aspiring for the civil services and also by the people who are already there in the service. So, hopefully, it should become an eye opener for all the people who want to use technology in this particular manners. That is very wrong. That is very wrong. Not at all acceptable, and the law will take its own course of action. Yesterday, when I was watching, this television, so the headlines was there: Munna Bhai IPS, just like Munna Bhai MBBS, movie of Sanjay Dutt. So where all these malpractices have been taking place, that was a movie. That's a different thing. So that is for the purpose of entertainment. But in reality, if somebody wants to prove it like this, so that is very, very dangerous to the society, right? And hopefully, UPS will take much more care. Investigation has to be done. So how come without proper checking? So this Bluetooth, and this mobile, all these instruments were permitted to get inside, right? And all the people who supported him, so they will be brought under books. But I'll be with respect to ease of doing business, and we have a discussion on this. See here, I would like to say something. Since UPSC main examination is going on, I would like to discuss these papers with you. So probably next week I'll have a discussion, right? So this week probably for 2 days or some more, I may be out of Hyderabad, and I'll be discussing these papers, one paper, a day, that I'll be discussing with you next week. But otherwise, just look at the paper and try to read the questions and try to assimilate the things. Okay, we'll have a detailed discussion on all general essay plus 4 papers of general studies. Look at this. Under ease of doing business, economies are ranked on their ease of doing business from first ranked, second, third, fourth till 190th rank. A high ease of doing business ranking means the regulatory environment is more conducive to the starting and operation of a local firm. Meaning is simple. If it is ranked at first position, second, third, lower is the rank, more is the conducive, right? And the rankings are determined by sorting the aggregate distance to frontier scores in 10 topics. After some time, I'll show you what are these 10 areas. each consisting of several indicators, giving equal weight to each topic, and the rankings for all economies are benchmarked to June 2017. Okay, so up to the month of June 2017, these parameters have been taken into consideration and the ranks have been given. In that ranking, New Zealand has been given the top position, followed by Singapore. India is at 100th position, and since we always have competition with China, please remember the rank of China. China is at 78th rank, and Somalia is at 119th position, last position. India has jumped a massive 30 places to 100 in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business ranking this year. This is driven by reforms in access to credit, power supplies, and protection of minority workers. Look at this. Prime Minister of India wanted India to be in top 50, and he called this achievement as historic. India is closing the gap with China, which is continued to be ranked at 78th position even this year. Last year also 70th position. This year is also 70th position. India was at 130th position. It has been jumped to 100th position. Look at this. If you look at India, India has risen one place to 130 in 190 economies last year. But otherwise, before that, in 2014, India was ranked at 142. So from 142, so we moved to 131, 130, and now we have reached to 100th position. Look at this. A nation's ranking on the index is based on the average of 10 sub-indices. Kindly look at this. Number one, starting a business, dealing with construction permits, getting electricity, registering the property, getting credit, protecting investors, paying taxes, trading across borders, enforcing contracts, resolving insolvency. So these are all the 10 sub indices, and out of this 10, India is moving very fast forward with respect to 8 sub indices. So maybe in the very nearest future, maybe in the coming 3 to 4 years, India will be ranked in the top 50, and hopefully so. So apart from this, I would like to tell you one more thing also. As I mentioned earlier, please remember, with respect to the state ranks, which is the state ranked at the first position, Telangana. Am I clear? Telangana is at the first position, and I want you to also look at your state and the state rank. And that is important for your state level examination, or that is important for you when you attend any interview. Am I clear? So that's all for the day, and I'll stop at this stage, and I'll see you in the next class with more current affairs. Thank you so much.